Welcome back, darlings. The other week I did a video where I used Bilt Hamber Surfex HD as a wheel cleaner, and we saw how good it was. It's like surprisingly good. However, in that video I didn't put it up against any other wheel cleaners. So in this video I'm going to address that. So we're going to put it up against Dodo Juice Deep Purple, which is their fallout removing wheel cleaner, Infinity Wax Incinerate, ValetPro Billberry, and Koch Chemie Greenstar. Now, Koch Chemie Greenstar is in there because I said I was going to switch out my Surfex HD for Greenstar because I prefer it all round. After discussing it a lot with you the other week, I actually do wonder if I'm right about that. Anyway, we're going to see how it goes in this video. I haven't done it yet, so I literally have shot this intro before I've gone into the testing. Let's get into said testing though. First up, I'm going to be putting Surfex against Greenstar, and that would be the product I was going to replace Surfex with. Maybe I still will, I'm not sure. But I wanted to test that one out first. They're 2 APCs. Everything here is diluted at 1:4 for all the products. They're all the rates they can be used at. The only one that's undiluted later on is the Dodo Juice. So at 1:4, left for 5 or so minutes to dwell. It was interesting to see how it was starting to dry out a bit quicker than the Surfex. Same triggers, so they're dosing the same amount. But now it's a case of rinsing off and seeing how clean we get with just that before we get into the contact wash. I really want to see how much these different products are able to achieve on their own, and that's the way we can judge their potency and efficacy. The Surfex is stronger at 1:4 because it is a more concentrated product. However, it seems fairly consistent. Both sides, both products have got the same amount of sort of stuff off. There's a little bit left. We're looking here at the front right, so this is the driver's front. You know, there's a bit stuck up in the weld. Maybe I didn't rinse that bit quite as well as I did on the other side, but generally pretty comparable at this stage. And what that I mean is there's definitely a need for a contact wash, and there's not too much dirt left on the wheel. But let's get into that contact wash and see how we get on. And while I'm doing the contact wash, let's talk costs. For 1 litre of solution mixed up at 1:4 for the Surfex HD, based on a 5 litre jug being the source of the Surfex HD, is 78p. With the Greenstar, and that is Greenstar in that Coke bottle, not a urine sample, or not an Amazon driver, that is £1.12. So it's more expensive for Greenstar, and the Greenstar is less concentrated. But it does foam up nicely, you can see that, but then that foam isn't as dirty, so the Surfex is going to be cleaning more, I think, and that is because at 1:4 it is definitely a stronger chemical, so it's more concentrated to start with. So even though I'm doing them at the same dilution rates, the Surfex is definitely more concentrated. The real question is, does it make a huge difference to the end result that we're getting? Well, let's have a look. Let's have a look at this then. This is the Surfex side, in the barrels there. The Greenstar side looks about the same. Barrels are possibly a bit dirtier. Both of them haven't done a fantastic job on the barrels, I would say. But the Surfex is maybe marginally cleaner, but the faces and everything very similar. The only difference will be interesting to see what the tyres look like when they're dried, because the foam on the Surfex side seems a lot browner. Let's crack on to the others. Okay, so now we're actually going through the proper wheel cleaners. This is Incinerate from Infinity Wax. This is the V2 formulation, and that costs $1.32 per litre, and that's based on a 5 litre jug to start with. So it's an interesting proposition. They're both 1:4 again, because that is a strong dilution for Incinerate. We can let that dwell. You can see about 5 minutes of dwell here. They're both starting to dry out a bit, giving it a rinse off and see where we get to. Now, I will say the Incinerate is a strong product. It is definitely stronger chemically than Surfex HD, or at least it looks like it is, if that makes sense. It's caustic, it's nasty, definitely don't want to breathe it in, it's horrible. And I'm going to just go and do the contact wash again. The wheels look quite good from the pre-wash rinse, as we come to expect. The thing that I'm interested to see now is from the Incinerate, this used to be an absolute monster, and the wheels would go really, the tyres would go really brown when you scrub them. And it really isn't anymore. V2 is not as good as V1. Now that change happened long before the Tetrasil takeover, so I don't really know what they've done there. It is not as good a wheel cleaner as it was before. I think if it was like the old formulation, the gap here would be huge, whereas it isn't really. I would say the Incinerate is marginally better, but it's very, very marginal, to the point that I don't think the cost differential, and it's almost double. You know, it was 77p for the Surfex, it's 132 for the Incinerate. you're definitely not getting double the performance, even though the cost is twice as much. And Incinerate is a nasty chemical. It can cause damage and problems to wheels if you leave it on too long, if it dries out. So it's a bit of a sledgehammer. These little spots that are left on there now, I think, are tar. So it's definitely cleaned off all the brake dust, looking good, but I don't think it justifies the cost. And they both look very, very similar. And these wheels are clearly in the need of a refurb, I think. Going on now to the driver's side, this is the rear. That looks pretty mucky. It's muddy, sure, but there's a lot of brake dust on there too. Now I'm going to put the Bilbury up against it, and again at 1 to 4. Now the Bilbury is actually a bit better value for money. And when I say that, I mean it's £1.16 for a litre of this mixed up at 1 to 4. That's close to the Greenstar. Well, you have to remember that Greenstar is an APC, so it has lots of other uses. I would say the Bilbury is caustic as well. It's not as strong as the Incinerate, but it's not something you're going to want to be spraying around anywhere else. It really is marketed as a wheel cleaner. Maybe it's capable of other stuff, but with the red dye in it and things like that, you're not going to want to use it internally, I don't think. So let's say it is just a wheel cleaner. It is quite expensive, but everything is looking expensive compared to Surfex. You can see here on this wheel, there's quite a lot left inside the spoke faces there. I don't really know what to call those, so I'm making up a term. Spoke faces, yeah. So not on the face, but in the bits in between the spokes, there's quite a bit of residual dirt. I'm going to just get in a little bit closer so we can see that. So this is just off the pre-soak rinse. This is on the Surfex side. And go over here, the Bilbury side isn't as bad. You can have a bit closer. Now, if this has been a fallout remover cleaner going on there, that would have all come out, I think, on that first pre-rinse. This spoke's particularly bad. I don't know if I didn't rinse it as closely or thoroughly. And then the other side, this is the Bilbury. There's still some there, right? It all needs a hit. It's definitely going to need a contact wash. Now, really, the question is, how clean will they get from that contact wash? Well, again, only one way to find out, isn't there? So I liberally apply the product. Now, the other ones, I applied one product at a time and then cleaned that half the wheel. Bizarrely, I seem to have changed my mind on this wheel, and I've applied all the products at the same time. Anyway, giving it a scrub. The tyre's coming up a bit browner and therefore hopefully getting a bit cleaner on that side. Then it did definitely look browner than it did with the Incinerate, I thought. And this is the least muddy side of the car. And these two look pretty similar in terms of foams. I would say the Bilbury looks a bit dirtier, the tyre foam at the very least. In terms of what's coming off, I didn't notice any difference in slickness in any of these products, by the way. They all seemed exactly the same to me, and I was expecting to feel more slickness between them. But if you give it a rinse off, we dive in now, you can see they're pretty clean. They've both come up both well on both sides. Those black spots that are left there, definitely tar. Those ones particularly were. That was the spoke that was really bad on the Surfex side. Now it's had a contact wash with the Surfex. It seems to be okay, definitely presentable. I'm not saying these are not in need of a deep clean with a deep cleaning product like a fallout remover, but let's see where we get to with them, and it's looking okay, isn't it? Now, I mentioned the fallout remover because next up is the Dodo Juice. The Dodo Juice Deep Purple, I think, is the same as Shana Gloss Cool. It's their fallout removing product. It has some detergents in. It is marketed from Dodo Juice as a wheel cleaner, but it's nowhere near as strong as Auto Wheel. But we're focusing here on the Dodo Juice. So, Deep Purple costs £18 for 1 litre. You cannot buy it in 5 litres. Auto Wheel, just for reference, is £15 for 1 litre and £60 for 5. Back to the Dodo Juice though, giving it a nice rinse off here. I don't know if it's me, but the Surfex side looks a bit cleaner from this pre-contact wash rinse. Might be, I know I missed the inside of that spoke on the left there, but apart from that, it seems pretty even, maybe in favour of the Surfex. Giving those tyres a bit of a scrub. They seem to be a bit purpley tinged on the Deep Purple side because it's reacting with some fallout in there. I don't think it's a stronger cleaner. The detergents certainly aren't as strong, but it doesn't need the detergents to be as strong because it's got the thioglycolic acid in there, which is the thing that's doing the work, the dissolving of the fallout. Fallout removers don't actually dissolve the iron, by the way. They dissolve the iron oxide, that's the rust around the iron particles, and that means the iron particles can be lifted off the paint. That's how they work. Interestingly to me, though, the barrels there look dirtier on the fallout remover side. I need to do a test between Autowheel and Surfex, clearly, so let's stay tuned for that in the future video. Don't know when I'll get to it, but I will. Carry on subscribing. Thanks so much for all those that have. If you like these sorts of videos, let me know in the comments. Do subscribe. Do hype. Hyping the videos really helped. The last one got up to the 21st most hyped video in the UK at the top 100. That is mega, isn't it? Thank you. I feel like that's a real achievement, but it's down to you guys for watching it and liking the content. So, with that said, time for some conclusions, I think. Yeah. Okay, so clearly the Surfex holds up. It is a very good wheel cleaning product. I'm not saying it replaces all wheel cleaners. What I would say is that I wouldn't really bother with any other alkaline wheel cleaners, which might be a bit of a stretch. Some people may be balking at that. So hear me out. I would say use Surfex. I had it at 1 to 4. You could use it at 1 to 2. You could use it neat, and it would be very capable and cost effective, as we've seen. If I'm doing wheels that is not suitable for, I would then, or not capable of a cleaning, I would use acidic wheel cleaner. So something like KKD Devil's Juice, that's superb. Or I would use Autowheel from Bilt Hamber, the fallout removing one, because that's gentler. Now, caveats here, that's not going to be suitable for all wheel types. Neither is Autowheel, neither is an acidic one. If you know you have a wheel type, a finish on them that isn't suitable for that, use the right product for it. I will say that neither Bilbury nor Incinerate nor Deep Purple are likely to also be the right products for that. You probably want something like a wheel shampoo, which is kind of sort of like alkaline but gentle wheel cleaner. Or I would say a more diluted version of Surfex. But that is seriously impressive, isn't it? I didn't expect it to be as good as all of these, if not better. So we set out to answer the question of whether Surfex HD can replace a wheel cleaner. Yeah, absolutely, I think it really can, and I think now I've demonstrated that. These are a variety of different harshnesses of wheel cleaner, and it's gone toe to toe with all of them and been a lot cheaper. So yeah, go and get your Surfex HD, go and get it at Inter Detailing or CA Detailing, use the code Llama to get some money off, support the channel. Watch this video on KKD Devil's Juice to see just how good that is and why you do sometimes need an acidic wheel cleaner. And maybe watch this one down here to see Koch Chemie VB being used, because that's incredibly good. Also works well as a pre-wash and an APC and a wheel cleaner as well. Thanks very much for watching. See you in the next one.